So let me get this straight. You niggas will fuck a bitch in the ass, but you turn your nose up to period sex. I see the porn you niggas watch. It ain't too far off. Something's gotta be done. I have to educate. I have to educate the masses. So I present to you Running Red Lights 101. Every time it comes up, I hear the same excuses. It's dirty, it's gross, it's unhygienic. The menstrual fluid that we produce during our period, it's not toxic at all. The same pussy and body that he been sucking and fucking on all month long, it's the same thing. It's the lining, the tissue, a little bit of plasma, a little bit of blood, a little bit of mucus. And it has the same reactions, truthfully. You still get horny. The hormone shifts that a lot of us get during our period actually can increase libido. When your estrogen levels go down and your testosterone levels increase, you're much more horny. So sometimes your body is begging for a release. And that release can come with benefits because orgasms can help with menstrual cramps. The orgasms that you get during sex, they release all these endorphins throughout your body, which is kind of like a painkiller in a way, in our chemical response to it. So, yes, you can decrease some of the pain and the discomfort that you feel with menstrual cramps while you're on your period from having sex. Having an orgasm may be better than Motrin and pampering, bitch. Now, this is something that I will admit that I was naive about when I was coming up. I used to think that you couldn't get pregnant when you were having period sex, but that is not true at all. Sperm can live in your body for 5 days. So if you getting busted in when you spotting, when it's light, when you telling that nigga it's light, and ovulation follows very soon after you finish your period, he could catch you up, sister. So you need to be careful. You're never safe, okay, when it comes to getting busted in, unless you have contraceptive or you do preventative measures. Period sex is completely safe. There's no medical reason outside of preference, discomfort, why you can't have sex on your period. You still have just as much the risk when it comes to STDs. So that is just if you're having unprotected sex in general, you're more exposed. You are actively bleeding when it comes to the additional fluids that you're transferring between each other. So just make sure you do the same thing as you would do when it comes to having sex off your period. Use those same preventative measures when it comes to protecting yourself against STIs and STDs. It just really doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know that it's safe, but you have to take the same precautions. Now, this is just a hidden benefit. This is just a little benefit that I like. This is, you don't have to like this benefit when it comes to period sex, but I mean, I ain't got no problem with period sex because it's wetter. It's wetter. Should be wet anyway, but you know what type of wetness I'm talking about. When you fucking and it be so motherfucking wet down there, you be like, did I come on my period? That's a different type of wetness. So it is built-in lubrication. If your nigga's big, this is perfect for you. Because if your nigga got a big dick, you should really be using lubrication anyway. But I'm just saying, this is the hidden benefit that I like. Nigga sliding. It may look like a crime scene. It may look like he was stabbing shit. And it was sliding. So to add on to the lubrication piece, because I know some of y'all like, that's exactly why I don't like it. It's too wet, it's too messy, it's everywhere. I feel you. But here are some ways that you can kind of minimize the mess. Lay a towel down. Lay a towel down. You can make this sexy and intimate, honey. Period sex can be just as romantic and intentional. So she's on her period. You're aware of this. You are looking at your baby, you know exactly what is going on with her, and you've created a safe enough environment where she can say this to you. Temperature checker. Ask how she's feeling. Ask if there's anything that she needs. If you know she gets the cravings, if you know she like her Wingstop, if you know she like her heating pad, if you know she like her popsicles, something, her favorite show, make her feel safe, secure, heard, seen, felt. Romance doesn't have to stop because it's that time of the month. And I'm on my period isn't always a rejection. If you make her feel really safe and non-judged and open when it comes to something as sacred as that time of the month, she may be the one initiating that towel. I'm talking to both people. I want y'all to understand when I'm saying these things, when I'm putting out these episodes, when I'm like giving this game, this does not matter if I am talking to someone who identifies a different way, if I'm talking to someone who is a man, a woman. I am just using pronouns and language that is native to me, baby. But the game goes both ways. If you're a man who's watching this and you have a lady, you can use this knowledge in this game to learn more about her body, learn more, about period sex. And for any women that are watching this, same for you, or women in women relationships, regardless. This is just relatable sexual education. So back to the tips. Sex does not always have to mean penetration. There's different forms of sex, see? I got you. You thought I was just talking about sticking it. No. If you keep the tampon inside, it's mess free. Her vagina will still secrete and create lubricant. You'll see that there is a difference from her natural lubricant versus period blood and clots. So you keep the tampon still in. You can still play with her pussy. You can still suck on her clit. You can still massage her. You can still kiss on her. If you like to eat booty, you can do that too. You can use her toys on her that are vibrators or bullets. Maybe she can't take penetration, but you want to do some mutual masturbation. Keep the tampon in. Put the vibrator on her clit. Let her get an orgasm. Let her relax. Let her get her release. You play with her body. Her nipples are very tender. Put your warm, soft mouth on her nipples. Don't bite down. Tongue. You providing some of that warmth. Soothing them. Just getting them warm. You can do that. If you go the penetration route, there's multiple ways you can go. There's a mess-free alternative to the penetration, and then there's the penetration where you run the red light. The mess-free alternative is using a diva cup, a menstrual cup. It's a flexible cup that you put inside your vagina, and it captures all the liquid to where it's just pussy. You can have sex while it's inside. You just have to push it up further. You're going to be hitting it. So be careful, nigga. Don't get too carried away. The messy, the acoustic version. Lay a towel down. You get up in that thing. Condoms. You can use your condom. You can use withdrawal method depending on where you are with your partner, how safe you feel with your partner, or whatever contraceptive measures that you guys have previously discussed. And you can do it that way. But you cannot, in no way, shape, or form, do penetration with the tampon. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Why would you do that? I don't like. I kind of was like, I don't think I have to say that, but I'm gonna make sure I say that because I said that he can suck on that pussy while you still got the tampon in. Make sure you take it out if you're gonna get stuck. If you're gonna get penetrated, take the fucking tampon out. I gotta put fucking disclaimers and nuances and shit, so I ain't liable. I am not a motherfucking doctor. Y'all not gonna Cheyenne Bryant me. I'm just a real bitch who did some shit. Now, around the house, we got items that's designated for shit. You got the bowl that everybody then threw up in. Have your towels for period play. You know it's red. You know it's stained. Darker towels. Darker sheets. If you just very visual and you're like, oh, it's too embarrassed. Ooh, oh my God. It'll prevent you from having to see much of any mess, honestly. And if you really want to avoid as much mess as possible, shower. Shower. When I was a young bitch, I ain't gonna lie, I used to think that when you got in the shower, your period stopped. Because for some reason, when I fucked in the shower, I didn't really see no blood. I don't think there's any truth to that, but I'm just saying if you get in the shower, it's less mess. You ain't really got to see shit and y'all can wash up immediately after. Now, as you know, different positions are more messier. So, of course, the safest way to fuck on your period, laying on your back. Laying on your back, you got the towel underneath you, so that way, the gravity is going to do its thing. The blood is going to trickle down, and it's going to hit just like a little puddle right there on the towel. If you getting a little adventurous, you getting tossed around and fucked and shit, and he got you on the edge of the bed, he got you over here, got you over there, you need to be mindful of that. You might fuck around and have a period stain on the edge of your bed because you let that nigga fuck you while you was on your period. And you know how he get. So positioning does matter when it comes to trying to minimize the mess. And depending on where how far along in your cycle that you are, your flow may be really light, especially once you get aroused and that other, our natural lubrication starts to come into play. So I feel like I have to preface this again. I mean, post this because this is towards the end of the episode, but don't give period pussy just to anybody, girl. Period pussy is very sacred. You're in a very vulnerable state. Your body is going through its cycle. You're sensitive, your breast, you're cramping, you're bloated, the headaches, any of those PMS symptoms. Also with the discomfort sometimes with depending on what your method is for how you capture your period. Some people are free bleeders. Some people have to use pads. There's also there's pros and cons and discomfort with all of that. But with that being said, this is a very sensitive and vulnerable state. So make sure you're doing this with somebody that you trust. Period pussy is for niggas you don't want to go nowhere. It's not for niggas that you hope don't come back. So keep that in mind when it comes to giving out that period pussy. Make sure it's a nigga that you really, really care about and he cares about you and you feel just safe and a very judge-free environment where you can let loose and really get the relief and satisfy your urges the way you want to. The period, it's a sensitive time for a girl. I mean, shit. I've been having my period for almost 2 decades and it still hurt. I still be complaining. I still be needing my heating pad. And that's what I'm saying. Nobody thinks about it, but you walking past a bitch every day who's probably on her motherfucking period. And she's out here just thriving and surviving, wishing you a motherfucking good day. She checking you out, bleeding out her motherfucking pussy, double bagging your shit, and you giving her a motherfucking attitude. She bleeding out her motherfucking pussy. Her uterus is screaming. She wishing you a good motherfucking day. You need to be, women have to go through a lot. We show up every day and we just blending in with society while we bleeding out our motherfucking pussy. Show some respect. So, like I said, don't give that period pussy just to anybody. That is, you need to you keep that in your arsenal. You don't have to bring that out to everybody. You know, but the white bitches do. But no judgment. Hey, have what do it? Get it how you live. Shit. Sometimes the vibe might be vibing so motherfucking good. You like shit. You know, I'm on my period. I'm on my period. And he like, so, bitch. When you say you on your motherfucking period and a nigga hit you with the so, girl, my heart dropped to my motherfucking ass when I hear that shit. Cause I'm like, oh, this nigga's a freak. This nigga's a freaky zicky. So that's one thing that I did want to add at the end before I close this out. Because I know I've talked very lightly about this and, made this sound a little nonchalant. But if you are someone who really believes in, the spiritual exchanges, energy exchanges, and stuff that comes with sex, that is something that you need to keep in mind. That is the conclusion to Running Red Lights 101. If you have anything that I missed, anything that you want me to expand on, anything that you learned, anything that you liked, anything that you didn't like, anything at all, any new suggestions, please comment and let me know, y'all. I love doing these classes. Like I said, I ain't a doctor. I'm just a real bitch. I'm just a real bitch who done been through some shit. That's it. I done fucked a couple niggas on my period. So I'm just talking about fucking niggas on my period. I ain't no motherfucking doctor. I just be talking about the shit that I know. But anyway, have a good night.